Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope you guys had a wonderful evening last night. We're back. Shout out to Bank Hayes in the building early this morning. What's up, all things? Jose Lopez in the building. What's going on? Gabe Toss, what's up? He said, Jose Lopez. I like Kerr Teo fight. I do. And while I didn't know Wilder was going to fight, well, Wilder always has a puncher's chance to win. Yep. I'm excited for Deontay Wilder getting this Usyk fight, man. Because Olesandr Usyk is breaking with the powers that be to give this man, to do this man a fair service, bro. I love to see it, man. I am a big fan of Olesandr Usyk for stepping up and giving this man an opportunity, bro. That man did a lot, gave a lot of people opportunities, man, and then nobody want to give him one. You know what I'm saying? He gave everybody opportunities, but nobody wanted to give him one. Set him up, made him run the goddamn gauntlet, bro. Hey, man. Today made Jason Grinstead. Thank you, brother, for the $2 holler, brother, in the Cash App. He said, for the real talk, it's money. Oh, money on the line. Sorry, brother. I shouldn't have said gave your whole church name out there. What up? Hey, man. So, look, I'm excited about that fight, man. I'm just so happy that Deontay Wilder is getting his opportunity, bro. That shit he deserves an opportunity, man. He shouldn't have to be forced to work his way all the way up from the bottom of boxing in order to get another title shot, man. Like these UK dudes get title shot after title shot after title shot after title shot. How many title shots did AJ get? You know what I mean? AJ lost his title. He got a shot at it back. He lost his title again. He got another shot at it and another shot at it. You know what I'm saying? Gave him multiple shots at it. David Howard in the building. What's going on, bro? I'm not talking to you, nigga. You get beat it, nigga. Okay, we're gonna get that shit right out the box, bro. I know who I'm talking to. If you do not have a wrench, bro, please, if you want to be in the conversation, dog, try your best to act like you got some sense in the damn conversation. Not saying, hold on, what is this? Not saying that you don't have sense. Bronze Bomber for real. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. He said, looking forward to seeing Wilder in the ring. Man, I'm looking super forward to it, bro. Bow hunting boxing. What's up, man? I don't think I've seen your name before. What's going on, man? Contrell LaGrew, he said he most definitely deserves another shot. He and Spence. Yeah. They want to flush, but they tried to flush the shit that they did to Deontay Wilder, bro. Turkey Al-Sheikh, I'm never going to forgive Turkey Al-Sheikh for that bullshit he pulled, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. You got Martin Bacoli taking dives. You got Deontay Wilder fighting Joseph Parker, bro, off of 2 consecutive losses in 1 round in the ring. You're going to throw him in there with Joseph Parker instead of letting the man, get his bearings straight. You know what I mean? You're going to try to make him, throw him into all your gatekeepers, because that's what Joseph Parker is. Joseph Parker is a gatekeeper. That's man. Anyway, they were going to get that belt to Fabio Wardley no matter what. I think we've already exposed that, man. Val Wagner, good morning, man. What's up, man? Hope you're doing well. We all know who we want Wilder to fight for real at UK, definitely. I want to see, hopefully, Deontay Wilder can beat Usyk. If Don House can pull it off, man. Hey, Usyk, why don't you throw the fight, bro? We got some money for you to throw the fight, Usyk. Usyk, hey, listen, man, I got some people out of Chicago, bro, that want to pay you to take a dive, bro. Whatever you make in your fight, we'll pay you 3 times that if you take a dive, bro. Let Deontay hit your ass on the chin, get shaky-legged, and just don't get up. It would serve all these motherfuckers. They would serve all these people right, bro. All this bullshit that they're doing. Hand the belt over to Deontay, dog. Hand the belt to Deontay. Deontay can come back to the United States and never fight none of them UK dudes. You know what I mean? He can fight. He can go do that and go fight Andy Ruiz, man. He can fight Andy Ruiz, dog. You remember they were going to try to get him to fight Andy Ruiz. And Usyk said, no, come on, man. Come on, get your shot, dog. I love it, man. Is Jamal versus Spence real? Probably not. I know that he's trying to come back. I'm not going to say anything with the PBC is real until we know what it is. I didn't. Usyk is done. Hey, goodbye. Usyk is ducking Kabalye. Man, get the fuck on. Man, Alexander Usyk has beaten Anthony Joshua twice, Tyson Fury twice, Daniel Dubois twice. Okay? He's fought everybody that they said that he should be fighting. He does not have to go fight Ajit Cabal. Fuck Ajit Cabal. Tell Fabio Wardley to fight Ajit Cabal. Okay? Because Alexander Usyk has already done, he's already done his work, bro. That man's 40 years old. He doesn't got to fight Ajit Cabal. You know what I mean? Even though Ajit Cabal can fight now. I'm not saying Ajit Cabal can't fight. Ajit Cabal can fight. But I don't trust any of them fixed-ass fights. And I hope they move the fight into the United States. Bring the shit to the United States, man. Please bring that shit to the United States. So we don't got to have no more of these fixed fights they got over there, bro. Because I am thoroughly convinced these niggas is fixing fights. Andy is a beast. He don't play, but Deontay is my guy, though. Yeah, Andy, man, I fuck with Andy Ruiz. I mean, I like Andy Ruiz. I thought that that's who he was going to fight. Galaxy Sports Supreme, what's up, man? But I don't know who. Jose Lopez, who said Jamal was? No. It's not Jamal. It's Jamel. If anybody, it wouldn't be Jamal. Jamal is supposed to be fighting Caleb Plant. They got that fight going on. That's what I'm looking forward to. Facts, man. I don't trust if they not fighting the U.S. Exactly, bro. Bring that shit back to the United States where we know where the corruption is. Those guys over there are too corrupt. The UK is corrupt as shit. Saudi Arabia is super duper corrupt, in my personal opinion. So I want boxing back in the United States, dog. I want boxing back in the United States where it belongs. International boxing, the home of international boxing should be Las Vegas. The home of international boxing needs to be Las Vegas. Right where everybody is used to going to gamble their money and have a good time watching our fighters fight. There's no reason for us to have to go to Saudi Arabia to watch our fighters fight. Jamal fighting January 31st, the same date Shakur and Teofimo. Oh, I don't know if they got the exact date set, but if they do that, that's going to be bad news for Shakur and Teo. Did you already talk about the fights this weekend? Or are you waiting until later in the week? Oh, I can talk about them right now. I've talked about them yesterday. I'm going to talk about them today. You're talking about this excellent PBC card? I'm extremely happy. You know what I mean? What is this? This is weird. They're saying, okay, yeah. Anyone else sick of seeing these UK fighters get the breaks beat off of them by American fighters? Hell no. Let them keep whooping it. Yeah, I am kind of sick of it, bro. They try to throw a wrench in the program. The problem is y'all can't fight, bro. Like, seriously, man, I got to tell you something, man. Really? If Stevie... Fuck are you talking about? Fuck are you talking about? Yeah, we're going to get you out of here. We're going to get you out of here. I understand why who's that? Who's calling for Rolly? Man, look, bro, they gonna call for Rolly because they need to get over there to the PBC because Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't got no money. Turkey Al-Sheikh is going to be very selective about who he's paying money to, man. I'm telling you, you guys don't got the money that they used to have, bro. Fanon, what is going on with the twins? My understanding is that they're both coming back to fights, Chris Banks. You're talking about the twins is Jermell Charlo and Jamal Charlo. Jamal Charlo, my understanding is looking to be fighting Caleb Plant in January at 168 pounds. Turkey has unlimited money. There is no such thing as unlimited money. T. Orlando said, only way you have unlimited money is if you had a printing press and a lot of gold. You know what I'm saying? Oh, for sure, bro. Oh, man. Hey, man. Thank you so much, Ashan, my guy, Ashan, with the $5. I said, good morning, Fanon and chat family. Thank you, man. And I hope you're doing well, bro. Why nobody talk about Teofimo versus Moses? That would be a fight. Who the fuck are you, nigga? Like, what are you talking about? We got to get you. What are you talking about? I'm not going to read that because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, bro. The reason nobody's talking about that fight is because don't nobody know who Teofimo and versus Moses is. Unless you're talking about Shaquan Moses. I know who Saquon Moses is, but I don't know why I would be talking about that fight. I'm looking forward to this Pitbull Cruz fight with, man, I'm looking forward to this whole fucking card, bro. Mansa Musa. What about Mansa Musa? Troy Hutch. What about Mansa Musa, bro? Oh, yeah, hell yeah, Mansa Musa. The only way that you got unlimited money is if you got a ton of gold you can use to print that money off of. But you show all that gold, they're going to come rob your ass. Oh, that's the Olympic son. I don't pay it. He's a heavyweight with the same first name and last name. Sorry about, yeah, let me move this shit away from me again. Sorry about that. I'll be back. I'm back yet? Yeah, that's going to be a good call. That's going to be a great fight. Cruz is going to bring it. Also, Roach. Yeah, man, look, I'm looking forward. That's the fight that I'm really looking forward to, bro. I ain't lying. Lamont Roach should win this fight, but I'm having a sneaking suspicion, bro, that this guy is going to pull this shit out, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Man, Fanon on one this morning. Get them out of here, Fanon. Yeah, man, they got to go, bro. Mansa Musa ruined Egypt's economy on his way to Mecca. Yeah, you got a lot of money. Yeah. Got a lot of dough. Got a lot of dough. Got a lot of dough. You know what I mean? Like, they got that long money. The Haney channels are afraid he can't get undisputed now that the WBC has Conor fighting the Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia win. Let me tell you, I'm going to talk about this for a second because this is a good topic for a second. The Haney channels can fuck off. Every single solitary one of you, with the exception of one or two, can go walk off that fucking bridge, dog. Because ain't nobody giving Devin Haney no big money fights, bro. I'm sorry, Devin Haney has burned his bridges, bro. That nigga is an undercard fighter. He's going to be an undercard fighter for the rest of his career. I'm telling you, he's already burned too many bridges. Way too many bridges. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think. I don't think Devin Haney's ever going to get a big fight unless it's somebody that's going to beat his ass. Like, I would support Devin Haney fighting Jaron Ennis, provided that we make sure Devin Haney doesn't have a turtle back. Wait, isn't this a Haney channel? Oh, T. Orlando got comedy. Burning bridges and can't swim. You know what I mean? You guys got every opportunity in the world, bro, and you think that you're going to keep getting them. Because they have some sponsors that we're going to support them and try to get behind and back his career. Bro, we're blowing them niggas out. Those guys are gone, bro. They can't give you no more money, Bill. I'm telling you, man, you guys downstream are gonna, look, you know how when a river runs out, if you're like way in the middle and it runs out up here, you know, the water just keeps sinking lower, lower all the time until that river is just dry as shit because somebody put a dam up front. That's what you guys are going to go through, bro, because you guys play so many games, dog, with so many people's career. And honestly, man, damn, I'm in the wrong place. I thought this was a Haney channel. Hell no, this ain't no Haney channel. Bill don't own me. But I do like talking about him. I ain't going to lie. It's fun for me. When I'm in doubt, when in doubt for entertainment value, I will always rely on Devin Haney and Bill Haney for that comic relief. I promise you. But if you think it is a Haney channel because I talk bad about him, well, then that's your definition of it, T. Orlando, and I appreciate you. Anyway, Conor Benn, the WBC has Conor Benn fighting the Mario Barrios Ryan Garcia winner. Yep, they let that ball of juice into that weight class, bro, and they said and then you know what he's going to do? He's not going to fight Devin. None of these guys want to fight Devin and get grabbed and jabbed and grabbed to death. Why would somebody want to be jabbed and grabbed to death by Devin Haney? Does that make any sense at all? Why you would want to go into a fight, you know, when the guy's only going to punch he's not going to punch very much. He's not going to really try to ever go get you. He's just going to kind of sit back and do a Floyd Mayweather impersonation through the whole fight and win it on the cards. Nah, bro, we need to have some risk of a knockout in a fight. Why would his last fight, first of all, ain't give you any hope? Yes, his last fight gave me hope. Hope that this nigga will not be on TV much longer. Oh, no. Devin's last fight gave me a lot of hope. Hope that his ass is going to sink further down the undercard by snoozing motherfuckers out more. I love it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't like them dudes, man. They did a lot of dumb shit. I ain't with them. I don't rock with them. I don't wish them well. You know what I'm saying? I hope he gets his ass whooped. All of the above. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Craig. I ain't gonna lie. Devin would have Conor been on VADA testing until 2028 before he fights him. Bro, Bill Haney and Devin Haney do not have the ability to tell anybody to do shit. They don't have the leverage to tell somebody to do shit. The only person they had leverage on was that prospect, was the champion prospect that they just beat in Brian Norman. And I hope that Brian Norman gets another shot at him again and all of the above, you know, and gets right back. To these Devin fangirls, it's a master class. That shit was trash. Look, man, that's what they call it anytime somebody I hit and I didn't get. He never hit me. That's fine, bro, but you got to get out because we can't keep selling that horse shit, bro. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, Haney dropped Norman. Yeah, he did. Yes, he did. He landed 70. That was one of his 70 punches that he landed. I don't know if Conor would only be the A side because these niggas can't sell in the U.S., which is honestly quite fucking disgusting. He probably would be. Conor Ben is the A side to everybody in that division. He is. You're going to have to go over there to the UK and fight him in the UK. Why? And the reason it is the A side is because none of those guys really have a big name in the United States. Conor would be the A side. Yes, survived Ferreira twice the output and almost 3 times the number punch. Devin is a Tubi Floyd. I mean, look, man, Devin just doesn't. Look, Devin is just a boring ass. She's not okay. Let me not say boring. Okay, let me try to elevate my boxing game beyond the low blows that I'm throwing at this kid. Okay, Devin Haney is not. It's not boring. It is. There is a lot of tension in the fight, but like I said, with the grand exception of a knockdown, that fight didn't have a lot of action in it. You know what's up east of the river? The welterweight champ is a prospect. No, I'm just calling him a prospect. I'm joking, man. I just say, yeah, man. I mean, dude, for real, Brian Norman Jr., if Top Rank didn't get him that belt, Brian Norman is a developing fighter. He's a young fighter. He's a young champion. You know, I'm kind of fucking with you a little bit by calling him a prospect, but it is what it is. Let's talk about this Usyk Cruz fight, though. It's not like he fought Usyk Cruz and Lamont Roach. Now, what do you guys think if Lamont Roach beats Usyk Cruz? Then is Gervonta going to have to move up to 140 to do the rematch at with Lamont Roach, or is Lamont Roach going to come back to 135 and do a fight at 135 with Gervonta? That is a very, very interesting scenario. Because I right now do kind of feel like answering the question about what's next for Gervonta. I can tell you one thing for sure. He is not going to be on an undercard. Phoenix said, I'm not joking. Devin Haney is a 3-division former undisputed champion, and they are moving him like an up-and-coming prospect now. No, they're moving him like somebody who got his ass whooped. That's what they're doing. They're moving him like somebody that got his ass whooped. Really. Roach said he's staying at 140 and going back to 130. He wanted to defend at 140 and become a champ at what? 130? Oh, what did Roach say? He said Roach said he's staying at 140 and going back to 135. He wanted to defend at 140 and become a champ at 130. He's already a champ at 130. I don't understand. Your numbers might be off a little bit. What's up? Moreno, say good morning. Fanon and everybody, and blessings to all. Blessings to you. Oh, and 135. That's fine. I just hope that Gervonta Davis shows up to the fight. I think that would be the best thing that could happen, is if Gervonta Davis was actually at that fight. When Tank move around, Roach couldn't keep up with him. Styles make fights. Roach is short and fights in the pocket. Pitbull is going to beat him. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see, man, because he's definitely going to get pressed. I mean, he's going to get – one thing you know for sure about Pitbull Cruz, bro, is Pitbull Cruz is going to press you, dog, for sure. Let me bring up this fight card, though. Let me promote this fight card real quick for the PBC. Let me promote this fight card. So, Usyk Cruz. What is this? All right, I'll just pull this up. Let's go through the fight card real fast. So we got Pitbull Cruz and Roach. Eastside Cruz, Lamar Roach. I think I got Lamar Roach. Janabek versus Landy Lara, dog. Can we please get a win for fucking Lara, dog? Can we please get a win for Lara? But Janabek fighting on a PBC card, that's kind of funny because that is a top-ranked fighter for sure. But I'm gonna go with the youth with Janabek, even though I really want Landy Lara to win. I'm gonna go with Janabek because of the youth. And because, not just because Janabek's youth or relative youth, Landy Lara has got to be 40 years old now, bro. You know what I mean? Got to be 40. And this is a unification. This is for the IBF, WBO, and the WBA, all the middleweight titles, man. That is huge. I'm rooting for fucking Landy Lara, but, I don't know, man, about that Janabek. Them Eastern Europeans be on some shit. And sometimes them Cubans be having problems with them Eastern Europeans, man. Oshaki Foster versus Steve Fulton Jr. Man, my guy Oshaki. I got to ride with my guy Oshaki on this, even though I know Steve Fulton is alive. It's a live fight, but I'm going to lean with Oshaki Foster because I think Oshaki Foster at the weight class, man, he sometimes he just edges it out by a little bit. He makes the fights a little bit too close, but just the acclimation to the weight class, these guys trying to make me. Acclimation to the weight class. I'm gonna take Oshaki. I'm gonna take Jesus Ramos over Shane Mosley Jr., even though we got Shane Mosley Jr. streaking. You know what I mean? He's doing his thing. And in the prelims, I got Frank Martin. Over Ramses Bartholomew. But dog, you know that my guy Al Heyman be doing work for Cubans, man. Because he makes sure these guys get fights. Nunez versus Sosa, I don't know because I've never seen either one of these guys fight. Elijah Garcia, I'm gonna take Elijah Garcia. I'm a fan of Elijah Garcia's. Jordan Roach, who's Lamont Roach's little brother's on the card. That's what's up. Lamont Roach's younger brother, Jordan Roach, as you guys told me yesterday, is on the card 4-0. So that's what's up. The fight they got Lamont Roach on the bandwagon. And Adrian Neves. So look, man, yeah, those are who I got. That's who I got. That's who I got. Roach has a way better IQ than Rayo, but I'm not counting Cruz out. He's a little dog. Yeah, but Rayo beat Eastside Cruz. Rayo beat Eastside Cruz, but Rayo's not. I don't know if he's as long and as tall as I don't think he's as long and as tall as Rayo Valenzuela is. Rayo outboxed him, man, because he was a little bit. I thought he had a little bit more length, man. You know what I mean? Than Lamont Roach has. Let me look at the tail of the tape on these guys, man. Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach, tail of the tape. Lamont Roach, 5'7" and a 68-inch reach. And Rayo Valenzuela, tail of the tape. He's a lot taller. He's 3 inches taller. From what I can see, he's got a much longer reach. Yeah, that's going to be a different style of type of thing, man. Lamont can't do an interview without mentioning Tank. Well, he shouldn't mention it. He can't do an interview without mentioning Tank because they're asking him questions about it. Cruz looked like Tywin Lannister. I wish these guys would do interviews, would talk about Cruz, not Tank. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. Gervonta Davis, I like talking about Gervonta, man. Gervonta is a fun thing to talk about. He's a lot of entertainment, man. Really. I have no idea why that kid is so hated by these guys, other than the fact that they wanted Devin to be the superstar of boxing, bro. But that shit is never going to pan out because Devin, you can't pick superstars. You know what I mean? You can't pick superstars. There's not been a superstar in boxing in a minute because everybody's trying to make one instead of just, god dang, let everybody just see the fights and stop trying to put your finger on the scale so hard, man. Rayo's reached way longer and he moved the whole fight. Roach can't do that. Yeah, Rayo's pushing 6 feet tall. That's a very, very tall, very long lightweight for sure. Zulu Lion said Tank is the best. I think I've got Tank in my top 3 pound for pound. As far as pound for pound fighters, I got Tank right up there. I think Tank is a better fighter than, to me, dude, I think Tank is a better fighter than Shakur. I think Tank is a better fighter than Devin for sure. I think he's a better fucking fighter. Terrence Crawford, I'll say, I think is a better fighter than Gervonta. Maybe. You know what I mean? I just don't. When I've seen Gervonta Davis do in the ring at his best, Terrence Crawford is not a superstar. Terrence Crawford is a fucking Terrence. Crawford is not a superstar. Fuck out of here. You can't be a perennial B-side and be a superstar. You know what I'm saying? There are no superstars in boxing right now. None of these guys are superstars. Devin is a manufactured plant. Tank is the real deal. Yeah, that's very obvious that Devin Haney is manufactured. Mainly by Bill Haney, who decided that he was going to take over boxing with his son. Probably because Bill Haney, and I do believe that Floyd Mayweather Jr. and these guys had a lot to do with bringing Devin up and giving Devin Haney a lot of opportunities and giving a lot of really good training to make sure. Devin Haney to me is like somebody, he's a trust fund baby, pretty much. You know what I mean? Yo, OG, Najee. Oh, is what happened? I seen him saying it's disrespectful to keep asking about Tank instead of Roach's opponent, but at the same time sided with Shakur, complaining Tank wouldn't talk about him in the same situation. Complaining that Tank wouldn't talk about him in this. I don't understand, Phoenix. You got to come on. You got to click the link or something. Let me know what you're talking about. I don't understand that, man. I don't understand that tweet. Yeah, Bud versus Gervonta Davis in the same weight class would do super. Yeah, but I don't know really. I'm telling you, man, I think Gervonta Davis is a very fucking special fighter, bro. But dude's not juicing. You know? I think the real problem with Gervonta Davis is that he doesn't juice. That's why I got him up there, because I think he's probably he's one of the very few fighters in boxing that I have 100% confidence is clean. That I believe 100% is clean. Everybody else in boxing I look at and I'm like, okay. I don't know whether you're playing or not, but the way Gervonta Davis is built, it's like he's 30 years old. He's not. Gervonta Davis is yet to get a turtleback. You know what I'm saying? He's not got a turtleback. He's built like a regular fucking human being, bro. That just happens to be very, very explosive. And he hasn't really sustained any major injuries or anything like that. They made Conor Benn the number one contender in the 100 WBC ranks. I mean, you know, I don't think School said, I'll put this up here for you. School said, I don't think, is it already? Oh, yeah, it's on the screen. I don't think anybody's clean. Fanon is the fucking clown. Okay. Thanks, man. See you later. I appreciate you telling me what you think about me. Might have a little eat in his system, but he claimed, yeah, he probably got some ganja in his system, but I think he's probably clean. To me, oh yeah, here you go. Here's the link, man. There you go. Why didn't that come up twice? Oh, they must have fixed that. There you go. Tank's biggest opponent is himself. No, I think Tank's biggest opponent is Bill Haney. I don't think Tank's biggest opponent is himself. I think somebody is out there. I'm just joking about it being Bill Haney. No, I think somebody's out to get Tank. I think Tank's problem is the biggest problem is the people that are out to get him. Because they're causing problems in his life. I believe it. I don't like at all how that whole situation went down with how he keeps every fight. He gets some drama before every fight. He's got venue problems every fight. No, bro, those are people that are out there trying to shut that man down. King of Hayden, what up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Man, I can't complain, brother. What's up, man?
Actually, not a whole lot. It's a Tuesday. Another great day for Hayden.
Yes, sir.
But now, like, I was saying, like, about Najee, man, they were saying that, because, people kept asking Lamont Roach about Tank and stuff instead of talking about Pitbull, who Roach is about to fight. And he was out there saying that it's disrespectful to Pitbull that all these, reporters, media people doing interviews keep doing that shit. But at the same time, that was something he was talking to Shakur about. He had Shakur up on his show, and he would think, well, yeah, every time they be asking Tank about him, he just really dismissive, and I looked at that as being disrespectful. And Najee sided with him. I'm like, okay, so you siding with Shakur when Tank is in a situation he about to fight some guy. People keep asking him about Shakur, and he's like, yo, I'm fighting this guy. Why y'all keep talking about Shakur? Like, this is my opponent right now. So don't ask me no questions about it. And so you agree with Shakur that's disrespectful. But now you see Lamont Roach in that similar situation. He's saying, oh, they shouldn't be asking about Tank. They should be asking about who Roach is about to fight right now. How you have two different standards for that, depending on who it is that's in that situation. So that's what I was talking about.
So let me get this right. So you're saying that dude, because I don't really want to get into his name, dude said two things that contradict one another. One is disrespectful for people to ask Lamont Roach about Gervonta, but it's disrespectful of Gervonta to refuse to answer questions about Shakur. Like, yep. Gervonta should be answering questions about Shakur, but Lamont Roach shouldn't be asked questions about Tank.
Pretty much. Is that right? Pretty much. Why are they in promotion for another fight? That's when the situation came up. You know, Tank don't really be in the media unless he got a fight coming up. And when he got a fight coming up, you know, they doing the whole promotional thing, and they got to go ahead and promote the fight. Like, you know, why promote a fight that's not happening when you got one right in front of you that actually is happening?
I don't know the relevance of it though. Like, why do I care what Najee says? Like, is it just, huh?
That was just something. That was just something that I thought was interesting. To, like, I seen that comment about it. Like, yeah, you know, Roach was about to fight Pitbull, but they keep on wanting to talk about Tank, and I was just like, yeah, you know, these other like anti-Tank, you know, channels, they have a different set of standards whenever it comes to that. I always looked at it like, oh shoot, if you got an opponent, you got a fight that you're actually going to press tour for. It's like, okay, why y'all keep taking attention away from the fight that's actually happening? Shouldn't y'all want people to see it? Like, if you care about boxing,
Oh, I
shouldn't
get
y'all want?
it. I get it. So you're saying basically that Shakur is Najee's boy. So Najee thinks Tank should be talking about Shakur. but Lamont Roach shouldn't be talking about Tank. That's like you want Shakur talked about, but you don't want Tank talked about.
That's how it comes across.
I mean, I get that. I get it. I'm trying. First of all, I don't know, dude. He came on my show one time. Shout out to your brother. I don't have any ill will towards dude. I have not had the best experiences with New Jersey niggas. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I ain't had the best experience with them dudes. But at the same time, bro, for real, everybody should be. There's no way Lamont Roach is not going to get asked about Tank. There's no way, because that's the only reason anybody gives a shit about Lamont Roach, is because some people think he beat Tank. That's it. And he's actually really taking advantage of it by getting this fight with Pitbull Cruz, which could really put him in a better situation for the rematch. So, I mean, my personal opinion on it is that, look, bro, you're the star in fucking boxing. Everybody going to ask about the star, and it's just what it is. And if Shakur ain't talking about Shakur, ain't nobody got to talk about Shakur, because Shakur ain't pushing the needle. I mean, that's being honest with it. From my point of view, as somebody, I'm not a journalist, right? I'm not a journalist, but I do get views. And I'm telling you, Gervonta Davis pushes the needle. Terrence Crawford does not push the needle. Gervonta Davis pushes the needle. Shakur does not push the needle. Errol Spence, when he's fighting, really pushes the fucking needle. You know what I mean? Canelo, for Black Americans, doesn't really push the needle, pushes it for Mexicans. We got a very, these people's attempt to stop Gervonta from being the top guy by sliding all these other guys, it's already over. Gervonta's the top guy. So no, Gervonta's going to get, I'm sorry, Lamont Roach is going to have to do Gervonta Davis commercials on a PBC fight, because Gervonta Davis is the biggest man on those PBC cards. So it makes absolute sense for the PBC to want Lamont Roach to keep Gervonta Davis's name in his mouth. And what I really hope is that Gervonta Davis is at the fight and walks into the ring. Because if he does that, then that kills all the stupid fucking conversations and all of that shit. That's how I see it. But these guys are definitely media people, man. No disrespect to you. You know, but there's a difference between people that are just organically talking boxing and people that are not organically talking boxing. People that are in the media that consider themselves to be media people, it's my personal opinion that you should treat them like they are media people, that you should not take them seriously, because they are there to promote for somebody. And yes, they may have their own individual personality, but as it has played out consistently on YouTube and Twitter, you eventually see what they are. Like, I like Ray Jackson. Ray Jackson's a funny, good dude, but click, 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 click. You know what I'm saying? You just know, right? I know that these people are going to flip. It's just the only question is, when are they going to flip? Because they're going to try to endear themselves personally to as many fans as they possibly can till they grow their own identity. And then so you see them conversating back and forth and trying to drive conversations on Twitter. That's not as easy to do and see on YouTube, but because it's a lot harder to get traction on YouTube than it is on Twitter. But on real, man, none of these, I don't take any of these guys in the media seriously, bro. If they're not the only media people that I really take seriously are the ones that are boxers. And when they talk specifically about what's going on in the ring. Other than that, I ain't got shit. I don't want to hear the shit because everybody else can see the business of boxing just as well as the fighters can. And in a matter of fact, like when I listen to fighters talk about business, it's readily apparent to me that these guys haven't graduated from high school. So if you're not really graduated from high school and yet you're out, I mean that too. Some of these guys did not graduate from high school, right? They are professional boxers from the age 8, 9, 10 years old. Dude, these guys they're not extremely well educated on business, but they try to deal with it in a certain way. And you see that that's not kind of where they are. And because they want to be there in business, they get manipulated a lot and they get led around a lot. And so you get this mixture of these media people who are pushing these narratives on you to get fighters to do things. Like, think about it. How much pressure did they put on people signing with Turki Al-Sheikh? And how, or Matchroom, like earn with Hearn, right? They're not only talking about the fights, they're also selling these fighters on who they should sign with, who they should fight, what fights are acceptable and not acceptable. No, these guys are bots. I mean, that's just you're a bot because you're a fucking robot. Not to disrespect you, but you're a robot. You are somebody that is going to say what the people behind you want you to say. And then my dad always told me this shit, man. My dad always told me this shit. He's like, never trust a grown man that dresses like a boy. Like, he said, never trust a grown man dressing like a boy. And he's like, don't you ever believe that these young boys are the ones that are making the decisions. They're not making a decision. It's an old man in a suit that's making a decision. And he would say that shit about, like, he would talk about like the El Rookins and like the street gangs in Chicago. My dad would always say that. He's like, look, them young kids on that corner don't run nothing. Those are grown folk making those fucking decisions. These guys on their pages don't run shit. I doubt very much that they own them. And I still maintain it costs a lot of money for you to move your shit all around the fucking country, have lights and productions. No, bro, that's a company, dog. That's a company. That is somebody that is supporting you, somebody that is giving you a platform, and you're the spokesman on that platform that they give you. I am thoroughly convinced Showbiz does not own, this is my opinion, does not own that channel. He's an entertainer on that channel. I wouldn't be surprised if none of these guys that you call Haney dudes actually own those channels. No, somebody else owns a channel, and they're looking for a personality to put on that channel. So they got all kind of different personalities that are supposed to appeal to you. So if you black, they got all kind of dudes talking about, yeah, this is for the culture. This is for the culture. Yeah, the culture pimps. But what do the culture pimps do at the end of the day? They wind up selling you out for the guys in the suits that are really paying the bills, man. So that's why I ask, why do I care what these people think? They're not authentic. They're not real, authentic boxing fans. They are not. They are personalities that are looking to grow their influence by using boxing. That's a different thing from having somebody having a regular conversation with you about the sport of boxing and what they really believe. And that's why you got so much incredible. Devin Haney shouldn't even, man, who the fuck cares about Devin Haney other than that goddamn echo chamber? Nobody. Who cares about Shakur other than that echo chamber? Nobody. But they get employed as this echo chamber, and they try to make everybody think, oh, that's really the popular guy. No, that's not a popular guy. And that's why these guys are not making any fucking money on any of their fights. And they need a sugar daddy from Saudi Arabia to foot the bill for them. Because they're fucking playing make-believe, and they got so much overhead related to marketing. Like, can you imagine how much these guys are spending on this shit that they do every day? Like, I wake up in the morning and I know full well there's going to be 15 more bots. You got to pay these guys to talk to me. And everybody knows you're doing it because all the other honest content creators see the same thing. You guys are wasting all your money in the promotion all kind of money. That's why you get paid a net profit. So you can pull all that shit out before it ever even gets to the fighter. If I was you boxers, I would say, look at any nigga interviewing me and the people around these niggas be like, damn, how much money is this nigga getting paid? Where's his money? How's he earning any money on this shit? Like, seriously, fuck it. How do you earn your money? You tell me how how do you pay your bills? Who's the one putting money in your pocket? Because you can't fly. And if somebody says, oh yeah, well, I just have, millions and millions of dollars in my bank account from my old job. Yeah, dog, but you're not trying to lose no money. You're not just spending the money just to go around and be on tape. No, bro, come on, man. Play niggas straight, bro. We ain't stupid. We know how much that shit costs. Come on, man. Be honest with the people, man. Be straight with the people so that they can fucking really believe in you. You know what I mean? Don't be a shill for these niggas, man. And I'm not saying that to any particular person. I'm just saying, man, y'all are ruining the sport with your bullshit. Really, man. Gervonta Davis is a fucking damn near once-in-a-lifetime type fighter at lightweight, 126 pounds, bro. Look what you niggas did to Gary Russell Jr. Gary Russell Jr., you guys destroyed that man's reputation to build up Devin Haney, and Devin's not 1/5 the fighter Gary Russell Jr. is. Gary Russell's a way better fighter than Devin Haney. Way more exciting. Technically, he's better than him. He's more talented than him. But you guys flushed this nigga. You flushed him so you could build up Devin on his back. Just like you're trying to flush Gervonta so you can build somebody else on their back. Come on, man. You guys are the people that tear people down on their way. You try to stop people on their way up, and you try to drag them down because you want your guy you want your guy up top. It was your plan that Devin Haney was going to be the top guy. Devin was going to be where Gervonta Davis is. Now it's your plan, since he didn't pan out, you want to put Terrence Crawford there. With all this phony shit. This nigga's asking for $100 million for Canelo. He didn't sell 3 tickets. But you got the price of fights so goddamn inflated that he literally wants $100 million for a fight where that guy is the number one guy. Come on, man. You guys are so dishonest. You are doing it because you want to be famous yourself. Be honest, bro. You niggas want to be famous, man. You niggas are petty as fuck because you want to be famous. I don't even get that shit. You niggas want to be everybody to think how, and I've heard it. I've heard content creators say that I am more famous than the fighter is. The fact of the matter is, I am more famous than some of these fighters are. Because ain't nobody ever heard them, but my face is on the internet all the time. You niggas' egos are so big that you think you're literally bigger than the fighters. You are manipulating these fighters. You are getting them in interviews. You're trying to buddy up next to niggas. I'm disgusted, man. Just have an honest discussion with people, man. Stop trying to influence everybody. Because that's what you're doing. You're trying to be an influencer and influence this. Get your fucking ass out of the way. Blue blood especially. Get out of the way of these fights, man. Sit your ass down and talk boxing. Other than that,
still doing it.
No, dude, it's so fucking crazy. Those motherfuckers are so fake, bro. And their videos get pushed in front of your face and pushed in front of your face. But you guys keep supporting them. You do. You guys go back, you listen, you give them your listens, you give them your views, even though you know that they're lying to you. I don't get it.
Yeah,
I never listen to them niggas, man.
And that's the crazy thing. But like, look at like Rolly Romero right now, right? Bill is already saying Rolly Romero is ducking because Rolly Romero said the same thing about how they out there ruining the sport. It's like, okay, how the hell they're going to go ahead and have Canelo taken off the pound for pound list because he got beaten by Bud? That's just nuts. And they put Bud against him. And they got better BF and Bivol. They both lost to each other, but they was never taken off the list for one loss. And then all of a sudden, because of Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney get moved down to the list. And that was when Canelo got taken off. So it's like, man, Rolly was talking about it on Twitter, like, man, y'all keep on doing these weird shit with rankings. Like, Devin Haney is ranked number one in the weight class with a guy who beat him already and a guy that beat the guy who beat him. Both of them, one of them is a champion. The other one's about to have a title shot against the guy that just fought Manny Pacquiao, Barrios. Are we saying Devin is ranked number one at 147 above all them because he beat Brian Norman Jr.? So Rolly spoke up about that, and Bill is like, well, maybe if you weren't ducking, you'd be higher on the list. He's like, how the hell is Rolly Romero ducking?
Who did Rolly Romero duck?
That's what Bill is saying, that Rolly Romero been ducking people. That's why he ain't.
How the fuck Rolly? Fucking shut up, Bill. First of all, Rolly just beat Ryan. Just beat Ryan. You just had a fucking fight. How could he duck you? You weren't trying to fight Rolly. You fucking just fought Brian Norman Jr.
Trying to set up the next fight.
Man, these dudes, it's the same cornball shit, bro. Same cornball shit. Calling somebody a duck. Like fucking Rolly, you weren't trying to fight Rolly, Bill. You were fighting Brian Norman Jr. So you were not available to fight Rolly. You fought on the same night as Rolly. The same night as Rolly that he beat Ryan Garcia. Wasn't that the same night that Devin Haney beat Jose Ramirez? That was the same night. You were not trying to, he wasn't trying to fight Rolly. He was trying to fight Ryan. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? You were going to fight Ryan. So how in the fuck is this nigga ducking you? Man, Bill is just a negative piece of shit, bro. Like, dude, always throwing some fucking mud on somebody's name, bro. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Interrupting.
Yeah, man. You know what's crazy about that is when Tank fought Rolly, oh, he's a clown. He's a clown. He's trash. He's trash. Yeah, man. I don't know why he need to fight somebody. Why he fighting Rolly? He trash. All right, Tank defeats him. Next thing you know, somehow coming along, events happen, and Rolly end up fighting Ryan Garcia on that card. And to put it lightly, they treated Rolly like trash. You know what I mean? He was having problems with his room, all types of things. He was like, this how Turkey Alice shit get down. My room is not ready. I got, you know what I mean? Just how they do the talent. So he go in there and he beats Ryan Garcia ass with extra motivation. Now all of a sudden, hey, 147 is at play. Really, not nobody there. Who was it? Brian Norman, Rolly, and what's his name? The guy that oh man, Mario Barrios. You know what I mean? It's just them three there. Then you have to deal with the IBF belt. You know what I mean? He was like, hey, you can go into the fourth weight division and you could go ahead and move up because before that, all they fought was a catch weight, which is still considered, since it's over 140, welterweight. So they like, okay, let's go ahead and do that. So they go ahead to get Norman. They get the belt. Now all of a sudden they look at Rolly as if he's one of the best in the division. Now they go from calling him trash to second best in the division because they consider Brian Norman to be first in the division, seeing how it was his first time even holding a championship belt. They try to reinvent shit as they go along. They fake it till they can make it. That's the problem with them. They're a bunch of fake ass motherfuckers that like to fake it till they can make it. That's how all the B-side boxing club cats is. That's how all of them is. You know what I mean? All of them are like that. Shakur's like that. Goes right, fakes it till he make it. He's not mentioning Tank now, but let Tank have another fight get scheduled. He gonna be out running his mouth. Lamont Roach. Plain and simple, man. Nobody really gives a damn about him and Pitbull. It may be a good fight, you know what I mean? But the only reason why Lamont Roach, people even looking at him, is because Tank made him famous. He made him famous. Let's go ahead and put it out there on the table. Tank decided to switch up his game plan after the seventh round. And it almost cost him the fight because I had Tank winning. You know what I mean? He was still, I had Tank winning. I had Tank winning that fight 7-5. 7 rounds to 5. Just because you look good at near the end of the fight don't mean that you won the whole fight. You still got a whole half of the fight that he lost. Where Tank was effective, moving, pivoting, punching, working inside the body and working both sides of the body as well as moving them, turning them where he wanted to. Trying to set traps for him. His feints was working. His speed was well faster than Lamont Roach. So I had him winning that fight. Seriously. Everybody want to talk about the knee. The only reason why this guy even have a career right now that's starting to boom and he's getting called for interviews and everything is because the fight with Tank. If he didn't fight Tank and Tank didn't let off on the second half of the fight, he wouldn't even be mentioned right now. He'd be going down in a long list of Tank's people that Tank has defeated decisively, and nobody would even give a damn about it. But all because of one knee, and the judges penalizing them for it, even though they weren't supposed to, because it was up to the referee's discretion. That's the only reason why he's even got a platform. You know what I mean? And the shit is ridiculous. I was like, the amount of clout chasing that comes in off a Tank is wild. You even got people that's not even in this division that clout chase that. And and tell the truth though, they do need Tank and have to mention Tank in order to sell this fight. This is the guy that almost beat Tank. Yeah, bop. So they're going to ask him questions about Tank. You know what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. That's the nature of the beast in the game of boxing. That's just how it goes. You know what I mean? If you don't want to answer Tank's any question about Tank, don't even answer it. He was on Shannon Sharp saying he's not even looking for a Tank Davis fight. He's past that.
Shakur?
Lamont Roach Lamont Roach.
Was on Shannon Sharp show?
Yeah. He said he's past looking for that fight with Tank. Yeah, right. You can go ahead. I got a Brooklyn Bridge I'm going to sell you. The old sucker move. Come on, man. They go need. He already know he got an obligation.
Hold on 1 second, please. What does Bud wanting $100 million have to do with you? He's the one taking the risk. That's his price. Respect that he's a boxer, not you. Sometimes you have to put your personal beef. Fuck you and fuck Bud. What are you talking about? Fuck you and fuck Bud. Let me tell you exactly what the fuck that's got to do with me, and it's got to do with boxing. Bro, it's ruining the fucking sport. You're not generating $100 million and you know it. You just want $100 million to be given to you because you think you can get it from the guy. That's it. When you have escalated fucking prices like that, which you're not going to get, you then raise the price for every fucking body else, dog, which means you're helping destroy boxing. Yes, you are. Just like the other idiots that take a lot of money and you blow the price. It's called inflation. It's called inflation. No, that's not good. Just first of all, he doesn't deserve it because it's not going to generate it. And it doesn't fucking help the sport of boxing for people to get artificial paydays. It doesn't, because you're going to become dependent on that, and that becomes the going price. When the going price does not match the revenue being brought in, that means your business crumbles. And they're doing it on purpose. They are escalating the what they're paying these people specifically to put away the competition, to elevate the fucking pricing. But guess what they're also doing? They're pushing the fucking Muhammad Ali Revival Act where they want to stick fighters in a league. When you put the rest of the promotions out of business because they can't fucking afford the fighters, where the fuck you think they're going to go? They're going to go into that slave labor system they're trying to sell. No, bro. You can't tell me that shit, all that bullshit. There are absolutely fighters and people that think about the industry that fed them. The fact of the matter is, Bud Crawford has already earned enough money to not have to work. So what the fuck are you going to try to get over on somebody for? For that, 100 million? 100 million? So let's get this right. Turki Al-Sheikh, watch this. Paid 100, let's say he did 150 million for Canelo. Say the next fight, he gives Terrence 100 and he gives Canelo 100. That is $350 fucking million for 2 fucking fights that is not going to create any fucking revenue anywhere near close to that.
Nope.
What it is doing is it tanking the market by raising the expectations of pay with fighters. You already got a bunch of people running around lying that they're making $30 million a fight when they know they're not, just lying. They're just lying and say they made $30 million. Ryan Garcia just lied and said he made 30. Devin lied and said he made 30. You got these young fighters actually thinking they're really paying this money. No, I'm sorry. That's some horse shit. First of all, how in the world is boxing ever going to continue where fighters think logically, no, I'm worth $200 million for a fight? Do you know how grotesque that is? That's grotesque. It's grotesque, especially if you're not bringing in the money. If you bring in $1 billion, okay, $200 million to the guys that brought in $1 billion. But when you're losing $400,000, when you're losing 15, 20, $30 million, and you got the mentality of Andre Ward, who said that it's not my responsibility if my partners make money. You guys are going to shut down the fucking business because you're fucking greedy. Okay? Yes, it's possible to be fucking greedy. No way is he worth $100 million for that fight. There's no way that they're going to generate enough money to cover that cost. All that is doing is throwing a bunch of money into the marketplace so that nobody else can compete with Turki Al-Sheikh, and all the big fighters go to Saudi Arabia and our market gets destroyed. So we have what? A generation of fighters that are 5, 6, 7, 8 years old right now. I'm telling you, time goes fast. There are kids that are 10 years old, 11-year-old, literally in gyms fighting now. That are you niggas are going to funnel right into TKO.
Yep.
Where they would be better off getting jobs as getting a CDL. But no, that's where they're going to get funneled. Why? Because they're going to eventually become profitable. Like the UFC is profitable. The UFC, terrible ratings, but they were very profitable because they didn't pay the fighters shit. And that's what they're going to move to. And when you inflate all the prices, so fighters won't even fight on your cards unless they get the money that they're getting in Saudi Arabia, that prevents you from being able to grow fighters, mature fighters. Come on, man. You niggas got to think bigger. You got to, come on, man. No, I don't respect that. I heard, as a matter of fact, Muhammad Ali gave up 3 years of his fucking career, bro. 3 years of his career and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars to stand on principle. He was the one that got the Muhammad Ali Act passed that kept fighters from getting ripped off. And you guys are siding with people that are going to tear it down. All because they're giving you a payday. That is as anti-Muhammad Ali as you possibly can get. You guys have no fucking principles, but the money that gets waved in your face. You guys will have all your neighbors how you would gentrify a whole neighborhood if your ass can get 50 extra bucks. Just like them civil rights fuck niggas made everybody, oh, we shall overcome, singing, holding hands all the way to black folk ain't got shit in their neighborhoods no more. Because you guys get led by the fucking nose by money. You get led by the nose. You're going to do anything that anybody with money, that's what Turkey Al-Sheikh thinks of you. He thinks I'll wave money in these niggas' faces and they'll do whatever I tell them to do. They'll get ring card boys. They'll bend over if I tell them to. Because you niggas are money whores. No, it's not cool for you to ask for two. When is it? When's it enough? I just want to know, when is it enough? Boxers are going to get paid in 10 years. You think boxers 10 years from now are going to get paid $1 billion a fight? Where's it going to go? I mean, seriously, now you're asking for $250 million to fight. Where are we going to be in 20 years? You guys going to be asking for what? $1 billion for a fight? Do you know what you will do? You know what will happen to the economy? The cost of donuts, they'll cost you $5,000 for a pack of donuts. Think. As soon as you pour that money in and people start spending, the price goes up. If the price goes up and your money goes up, what's the difference? It doesn't matter if you got to, there was a saying somebody said, man, it doesn't matter if you make $50 billion a year if you don't have enough money to buy food. Look at our lives. Older people will tell you how inflation really does choke you to fucking death. When I was a kid, $100,000 meant you were damn near rich. Now $100,000 means you're broke. $1 million used to be enough to live the rest of your life. Now you'll be lucky if you carry 10 years.
Yep.
All because people want more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. The imbalance gets greater and greater and greater and greater. So yes, I don't mind you asking that question. It is very much my business as a fan of boxing. Any boxer that is actively being involved in tearing down the sport, bro. No, that shit is fucking ridiculous. And by the way, you're lying because there's no way you got paid that money. Let's also understand that he is not the face of boxing. Fuck out of here. The face of boxing wouldn't be a B-side. A face of boxing wouldn't be a B-side.
Nope.
B-side to Errol Spence. His fight against Israel Madmarov didn't move a needle at all. And nobody's interested in who he's going to fight next. There isn't anybody looking for Terrence Crawford to fight next. Who? His only option is to fight Canelo. That's it. But he wants $100 million because he thinks Turkey's a fucking sucker. But
100 million.
Inflation makes dollars in your savings go down without you touching it. I'm telling you, man, you guys are stupid. Ain't no way in the world.
100 million.
You should know. You can't earn it. You can't. 100 million. That's just a flat out loss. And you can't tell me these guys ain't reaching in your pocket to get some. Okay? And let's not act like they ain't reaching in your pocket to get some. Terrence Crawford had to pay 10% of his purse to a promoter manager that didn't even do shit for him for a bunch of years. That shit came out in the court case. Anyway, man, I'm just telling you, bro. I said the same thing, and people roasted me in my comments. Is not the Terrence Crawford. Only reason anybody's calling Terrence Crawford the face of boxing is because CAA, Creative Artists Associates, are getting paid a ton of money by Terrence Crawford to promote him. That's the only reason he's running around throwing basketballs, shooting, hitting golf balls, getting on these shows. It's because Creative Artists is getting. Bud has to pay them. They're not paying Bud. Bud has to pay them. So, yeah, I'm sure. But I'm telling you, it goes hand in hand. Make boxing unaffordable, which will allow you to shrink the prices down. And they're going to try to get rid of all these promoters. And then Dana White is going to try to stick everybody in a league so everybody can fight in the same city, in the same bucket, and you guys are going to be fighting for scraps.
You have to do the same thing he did with all the other MMA promotions. All the rest of them, Bellator, Strike Force, you have to do the same thing.
Give me a second.
Once they go ahead, all right.
You said, what would you want if your feet were in the shoes, 100 million? Bro, I would not want it, bro. I wouldn't do business with Turkey Al-Sheikh. I'd be with Al Heyman because I want to make real money. No, all money ain't good money, bro. All money's not good money. I wouldn't take no money from Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's crazy. He's a warlord. What the fuck? First of all, I don't understand how you niggas are doing business with a fucking warlord. Like, he's a fucking warlord. He has a prison in a wing named after him, the 2-2 wing of a prison. That's not cap. It is not cap. I don't know what you think I am, T. Orlando, bro. I have never sold my soul for somebody that I didn't want to work for. Ever. No, I wouldn't. I would not sell that shit. I got, how old am I? 56? 56 years old. Hopefully I got another 30 years in my life, bro. Bending over and spreading my cheeks for a sultan is not going to happen, bro. You could have talked to me, you know what I'm saying? You could have talked to me in my 20s and maybe. We all do business we all do business with people we don't agree with. No, I don't. T. Orlando, that's not true. I don't do business with, not agree with. No, I would do business with people I don't agree with. But nah, bro, I wouldn't fuck with Turkey Al-Sheikh. That's why Turkey's running out of money. And you can say what, and I'm going to say this shit straight. That's why Turkey has running Turkey running low on money. And I say that with 1,000% confidence. No, I'm not fucking with Turkey. And none of my people are fucking with Turkey. None of them. Whole lot of niggas ain't fucking with Turkey at all. And that's why his money's running low. That's why the PIF got to make up mysterious gold findings to back up the fact that they're running out of money. Because these dudes thought that they could outspend people, but they can't outspend them. They can't. You cannot, I don't care how much money they got over there. You cannot come and outspend America in America. And that's what they tried to do. They're trying to move that shit off. It didn't work. So all of a sudden, magically, they come up with we found a gold mine, so we don't worry about us. We're still rich. Saudi Arabia is literally not even considered. They're considering these niggas going broke. So whatever, bro. No, it seems like a sinking ship to me because the truth of the matter is they don't have anything but mud. I call oil mud. That's what I mean. I just call oil mud. Everybody's got that mud. Canada's got it. Venezuela's got it. United States of America's got it. People got it all over the world. The only reason they have 2 cents to rub together is because we decide to buy it from them. So if we decide to stop buying it from them, then guess what? That's their ass. So what are they trying to do? They're trying to make themselves indispensable to America by taking over Americans' entertainment. So since America has to look to Saudi Arabia for all their entertainment and they start traveling to the country, then they get to even more solid backing from the United States in the area that they're from. We don't need them for nothing. We don't need the $7 trillion. What did they say he was going to give $1 trillion to buy weapons from us?
Man,
like,
these cats.
What?
They did that the last time Trump was in office.
Yeah,
they the largest arms deal in history. With all the weapons we sold over to them, they can't even make their own weapons.
No, well, let me tell you what they're doing. By purchasing weapons, what they're doing is they are trying to get themselves in good with the military, with the industrial military complex.
True.
That is a billion. Let me put it this way. That is a $600 billion bribe. It's a $600 billion bribe for the United States to continue to support them in that area. That's what that money is. They're paying the money to ensure that we continue to protect them in the middle of that desert. And they're doing a psych op in boxing, in golf, and in multiple different sports, EA, to attach rehab to the American mindset. And they have to do it. Otherwise, they're alone in the middle of a desert. So what I'm saying is, nigga, we see you. You're in a desert. You're in a desert. We don't need you. You need us. So don't come to the United States trying to spend all this fucking money and fuck our business up. Because that's what they're doing. They came in and they're fucking up the business of U.S. boxing. They're tanking the industry so that they can have the cultural influence. They're running broke, dog. He says Saudi is currently building some super innovative projects, fully indoor city, high rise. Yeah, dog, doing maybe their budget is being scraped for other endeavors. Bro, they are Saudi Arabia's entire, what do you call it? Their claim to fame. Their claim to fame. That's what
claim to fame. What?
They are rich. Okay, I'm going to compare two things. Elon Musk and the Saudi royal family, because their wealth is pretty much the same thing. Elon Musk, wealth is connected to Elon Musk himself. Elon Musk, if Elon Musk supports it, then people in the stock prices rise, all of that shit, based on their impression of Elon Musk himself. It's not SpaceX that is really the value. It's Elon Musk marketing himself as the most intelligent, as the most rich man in the world. So we all look at Elon Musk like, oh, Elon Musk, Elon Musk. But what is Elon Musk famous for? He's famous for being rich. What is the Saudi royal family famous for? They're famous for being rich. All our mind, we've been brainwashed into believing that Saudi Arabia has all the gold in the world, all the money in the world. They spend ridiculous. That is their claim to fame, is their wealth. So when the rumor came out that their PIF, their money is running low, bro, Saudi Arabia is not worth anything if they are not spending and throwing a ton of money out. So I'm telling you, they thought they could come to the United States and outspend people. And guess what, bro? You can't. You can't buy love, loyalty, or respect. You can't. We've already been here. This is already our money. You're in our financial system. There's no fucking way that you're getting that shit up out of there. But that's not going to stop them from trying. So nah, man, it's not my fault that somebody's a boxer and they may or may not have some geopolitical understanding of what's going on and how what they're doing affects it. But no, for several reasons, I would never sell out. Because I'm not going to say what it is, but I would never sell out because my father would never sell out. My father was never a sellout. And I'll be damned if somebody is willing to live their entire life according to certain principles and forego a lot of shit, who would I not to do the same thing? You know? So no, ain't no sellouts over here, man. You niggas are sellouts, bro. That's what they call y'all. Go ahead, be more bully. I'm sorry if you got something. I know you wanted to cut in.
Yo, I feel you. I feel you on I feel you on it. You know what I mean? I feel you. They just trying to come in and they believe that they could just take over whatever they want to. That's that bravado that has always been associated with people from Saudi Arabia, especially those who are so-called sheiks and rich. That's the persona that they always created. That's how they created this Turkey persona. He's rich, he has unlimited money. He's coming from Saudi Arabia, like he's royalty. And he can buy whatever he want. And he got that money. He got that oil money. And he's spending it. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, he's not making any money. None of the events he threw in the Americas has made any money. None of it. None. Because you got all of the prices, whatever it takes, I would pay. You know what I mean? That's that persona that everyone has of the sheik. Whatever it takes, I buy it. Whatever I see, I want. Give me that. That's mine. Give me those 3 buildings. You know what I mean? Walking down the financial district, talking that shit when in actuality, you ain't buying shit. You know what I mean? the money probably don't even belong to them. You know what I'm saying? It's coming out of, like you said, a fund. It's coming out of fund to promote Saudi Arabia as a destination for people to go for vacation, just like just like over there in Dubai, just like in Dubai. You remember Dubai? They built up
Yeah,
all those
yeah,
little
they
islands.
building that shit to give people a reason to go over there so that it can be
Yeah,
a US, it could be a US security interest. So it can be in the United States interest to continue to support Saudi Arabia.
yeah.
They're
You know what
trying
I
to make
mean?
the United States love Saudi Arabia. They picked a dickhead to do it though.
Yeah, but then the thing that tripped me out is at the same time people were not even thinking about all of those the hijackers who hijacked the planes. Well, I say supposedly hijacked the planes came from Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? They didn't
That's what
come
they say.
from they didn't come from Iran, Iraq. Nah, they came from Saudi Arabia. Matter of fact, Bin Laden is a member
Saudi.
somewhere down the line. Yeah, he's a
He's about
Saudi.
the same. He's in about the same social position that Turkey al-Sheikh was in. The
Yep.
Bin Ladens is a very wealthy, very, very influential family. Not as much as the House of Saud, but you also have then you have the sheikhs, Allah sheikhs or Turkish Allah sheikh, whatever. They're the oligarchs. But anyway,
Yep.
I don't give a rat's ass about the dudes. I'm telling you, don't give a fucking rat's ass about them. I don't buy the hype. Like, dude, that's one thing about me, bro, that I've never bought the hype on niggas, bro. You the
Nah,
same height, you
nah.
the same size as me. Like, I mean, I'll believe the hype when I see Shaq hanging over. He's too big, right? But damn, I see
Mm,
what he is. I don't believe these dudes, bro. I believe it's a lot of fucking smoke and mirrors, man. And it's a lot of marketing. That's what they're doing. They're trying to sell the idea that they're rich, so I don't believe you. And why do I say that? Because all you have is mud. If you can't push that
yeah,
mud, you don't have shit. I mean it. Like, if they don't buy your oil, you don't have a fucking thing. Period. So you are so vulnerable that for me, I don't find any danger in him. I'm telling you, I find no danger in Turkey al-Sheikh, personal or otherwise. I don't feel any danger from Mohammed bin Salam, personal or otherwise, because I know they don't really have shit. The only thing they have is their relationship with us. That's it. If they don't have the relationship with us, they're fucked. And that's what I
yeah.
think. I don't think, oh, let me kiss the ring, let me know. What I think is that a bunch of niggas they act like niggas in the hood. The more shiny shit you showing me, the less I believe that you got it. I mean it. The more you show me, the less I believe that you got it. Because you're being obstinate. You're showing me how wealthy you are. It's like Floyd. Floyd Mayweather Jr. ain't got, man, I'll bet you, man. My brother, my brother played big bank, little bank with Floyd. I'm taking my brother every fucking day of the week. No chance. No chance he got dough like him. No fucking chance. But this nigga, dude, my brother lives off $80,000 a year. That's it. That's all he spends. You ain't seen him. He is not driven like Testarossa. He used to drive it like Testarossas and all this shit in the 10. You ain't seen that dude carry none of that shit in years. So after a certain age, you get sick of that shit when you really got it. I'm being honest with you. Once you've been in enough stretch BMWs, you've been in enough Vipers, that shit is all the fucking same. It's all the same. And a lot of times, it's not even fucking funny, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's not even fun. Because it's like, why the fuck am I driving this big ass car? There's too much engine to it. You know what I mean? Like trying to drive a Viper down Michigan Avenue, bro. You're like, that's just not even fun to drive, bro. No, seriously, bro. I got a
I'll be
BMW.
on the flex.
Yeah, we got two BMWs, and I got a Honda, like a 2012 Honda Insight. I swear that fucking Honda Insight is my favorite car. Just for short trips. You just get in, zip, 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 and you get right back. But Cat's talking about like the way Floyd shows his money. I don't believe he got that money. Because you should be trying to hide your money. Like niggas with real money trying to not let you know they got it. But these guys that are obstinate and showing it all over the place, nah, bro, there's not as much there as you think. I'm telling you. And I told my dad told me that one time. Because I was a guy was wearing a suit. And I was like, man, that's a really nice suit. He must make a lot of money. My dad said, man, that dude could be broke as joke. You don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man could be broken joke. You can't tell by what suit he's wearing. That man could be broke as shit. That's what he said, man. And my dad trust you, man. My dad had fucking dumb dough. But you can't, dumb dough. So nah, bro, I have never believed the Saudis. I don't believe them. And because the fact of the matter is the Saudis that I see around me in the United States don't got as much money as us. They don't. So I'm like, bro, fuck out of here. And I know who my family's family is. They don't have as much money as my mama's family. No, not even close. No fucking chance. Because their money is fucking, when I'm telling you their money is old, their shit is old. I mean, like, they've got money they ain't touched in 1,000 years. That's how fucking much money. They own oil fields all through Texas. They own law firms all through Texas. These dudes own huge portions of Black Rock and black, basically all that shit. Them niggas have been down with the Cokes, like the Koch brothers and all them dudes out there in Wichita, Kansas, bro. That's the white family that I come from. Trust me, we were not with them for years and years and years and years, and we kind of come back together slowly. But bro, that's why I look at these niggas like, get the fuck out of here. I got cousins with money like that, and you never see them. You don't see it. These dudes got so much fucking money. Matter of fact, some cousins of us in Chicago own banks, like 10 banks. They own 10 banks. Like they store their money in their own banks. They're not going to Wells Fargo and all that. They got their own fucking banks. So nah, nigga, I've looked at these motherfuckers that have had all this money. I've seen the Pritzkers. I've seen how they behave. Bro, the Saudis act like niggas in the hood that get the plated jewelry and are rocking with the rings on their hands. That's why they do all these huge shows to put all this massive shit on you so you get lost in the moment. And you're like, wow, look at how big this is. But you ever been to the next time y'all go to a strip club, I want y'all to do this. If you go to a strip club, imagine that the lights are off and that there's no music. And you will notice that place smells dank as fuck. It smells dank. It does. It's dank. It smells like musty and dank. Yeah.
I know.
When the lights are off and then the girls, you get too close. Nah, bro, you can smell that they've been working. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like the end of the night. End of the night, we closing the club. Everybody got to get out. The lights come on. It's like, oh, man. This place ain't look like this when it was dark and the lights was on.
Yeah,
and the music popping. It's like, damn. Shit, man. I used to walk around. I used to bounce in strip clubs, man.
Yeah, for real?
Yeah, I used to be a bouncer. You know what I mean? So I know the nature of that beast. That's some wild shit. I used to be in the after hour spot, which is even crazier. I'm telling you, crazy. Man, the heyday of all of that shit beat, man. Ugh.
Yeah. Somebody said, Harry said, drop $4 billion to buy a club. Look it up. Bro, let me tell you something, man. You niggas lie about your money. I'm not going to the newspaper. Man, the newspapers ain't worth shit. They're not giving you any real information. You guys want me to go to research on the YouTube, right? Oh, go do your research on Google. Meanwhile, you got niggas that are putting shit on Google just so you'll go and see the information.
Yeah.
You put the answer.
Wikipedia.
Yeah, you just lie. I mean, see what I'm saying? It's like, remember when that dude Blue Blood said he had a PR report about how many pay-per-views he lied. What would lie? You know, one of Blue Blood's classic lies, in my personal opinion, was when he tried to say that David Avenetian versus Terrence Crawford did 200,000 pay-per-view buys on BOK Prime.
Man, you know that's a lie.
Yeah, you know it's a lie. It was on the internet. But bro, it was on the internet. So if you want to go look it up and see it on the internet, you can see where it says that because they put it there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't know how, like, do you think you really believe, like, think of this story they told about Saudi Arabia. They said that Saudi Arabia just discovered gold in this region, right? $200 billion worth of gold. But guess what they haven't done yet? They haven't broke ground. They just discovered it. So since you just discovered it and you've not drilled anything out of it yet, how do you know exactly how much money is in there? Oh, it's an estimate. It has to be an estimate because they didn't break ground.
Another thing.
And then where do you get $20 billion from? Because guess what? $20 billion means that they're going to process and refine their own gold. Last time I checked, they take raw gold out of the Congo. They take raw gold out of Africa and they finish it somewhere else. How do they who's going to do the refining of this gold for Saudi Arabia? It's going to be somebody that is going to buy it at, what do you call it? Mark? I think they call it mark. It's
whatever the market value. Yeah.
Well, no. It's like whatever you sell it, the price out of the ground. So this is how they get over on Africans. So there'll be a plot of land, let's say in Rwanda, and they've got a mine. They may take a pound of gold out of that mine, but that only going to get you, they may only pay $10 an ounce for it being raw right out of there. $10 an ounce. After they refine it and get it on the market, they're going to sell it for $4,000 an ounce. That's how that's how the richest people in the world are the Africans, by far. Africa is way richer than Saudi Arabia is. The only reason Saudi Arabia has money is because we buy their mud. The reason why they're not rich in Africa is because there's all these embargoes and all this drama that the Middle East puts on Africa to prevent Africa from getting and selling its gold straight to the market. There are Africans that are way wealthier than any fucking Saud if they could get their materials out of their country, right? They're the richest people in the world, without a doubt, are going to be the people in the Congo because they've got oil, they've got hydroelectric, they got cobalt, they've got silver, they got everything. The only difference is they are not allowed to sell their shit because they always keeping them at war. And some of the people that are contributing to keeping Africa at war are the Arabs who have been involved in Northern Africa slave trade for thousands of years. So no, I would not do business with Saudi Arabia. No, I wouldn't. Because Saudi Arabia, they are responsible for the slave trade, the beginning of the slave trade.
Yeah, they had slavery way longer before the so-called transatlantic slave trade started. They had already
were the precursor to that. They were the precursor to that. So those are the people that you want to do business with. Like, I don't even get how people deal with people that call you Goyim. Like, I don't want to say the little cap's names because I don't want to lose my monetization because it's not been a lot of money come through this live stream. And thank y'all so much for all your support. But nah, man, I lost my train of thought that fast. Fuck. What was I saying? I forgot.
You said something about I don't want to mention the name, but you said you didn't want to get monetized from mentioning that slur or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I don't understand how, for the life of me, people would fuck with people that think they're better than you.
Yeah.
They just think they're better than you. You guys are walking people into doing business with Arabs. Like, no disrespect to any individual Arab. I really don't mean that as a slur. I salute to your people. But black people ain't got the best history with Arabs. We got the same history with Arabs that we have with the British. But y'all want to do the business with the Brits. The Brits were the ones that enslaved us. But you out there doing business with Eddie Hearn and coming to America with his transatlantic slave trade or whatever. He actually called it a transatlantic takeover. You know what I mean? You guys you're supporting Britain over the United States. But that's all right. We know they try to treat Americans badly, black Americans very badly, so that we wind up questioning our patriotism in our country. It's very hard for black people who are mistreated in the United States to really be patriotic about the country. So it's very easy for us to start getting manipulated by these third parties that do not want anything good for us. They don't. We had to get free from the Brits first. You know what I'm saying? The people that started slavery were the Brits. We got rid of the Brits in 1776, and it took about 90 years before we got rid of chattel slavery. It took 90 years to get rid of what they started. And the fact of the matter is, all of our shit, as far as the stuff out east, come from the Brits. And you guys are down with Eddie Hearn. You treat Brits, they take all our acting jobs, and oh, we're just great. No, we're still a fucking colony, bro. Britain still looks at us as a colony to come over here and take our raw materials, take our money, and take it back over there. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And the way they portray black people in America, there ain't no way in the world that Turkey Al-Sheikh don't think you guys are nothing but a bunch of dancing MONKEYS's.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why when I shake my head when I hear these guys say, "Oh, praise Turkey Al-Sheikh," it was like, praise him. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, motherfuckers?
Who said praise Al-Sheikh? Who said praise Turkey?
It be the motherfuckers inside of a panel, on a panel, who would say that, who are pro-Turkey fans. He's giving us the best fights. What
bro,
best fights?
Bro, that's Turkey.
You know what I mean? I was like, y'all niggas funny, yo. Y'all was like, y'all motherfuckers funny to me, for real. You know what I mean? Here it is, you have a situation where as though we could go ahead and be the masters of our own destiny within a sport. You know what I mean? That we was made to fight and be brutalized against each other. Now, finally, we're in a position where as though we could go ahead, support our own, and build up and make sure that fighters are protected because of the Muhammad Ali Act. And you guys are up here openly praising and clapping your hands and jumping up and down for a guy who's coming from another country, who's a fake sheik, you know what I mean, to destroy and belittle you at all costs. He's belittling our boxers. Seriously. He's treating them like trash. They always on the undercard. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you putting back, man, this shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I just shake my head sometimes because it just make me wonder, like, man, what the hell is going on with these fools out here that's believing everything that they hear from this guy when all he's doing is blowing smoke up their ass. And it doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? You sit back and look at the field. I'm like, yo, you have Bob Earn, who is always, as a promoter, only looked out for his bottom line first and underpaying the hell out of boxers. So bad, so much that Floyd bought himself out. He had to buy himself out his contract, invest in himself, got with Al Heyman and Showtime, started PBC and Showtime Boxing. You know what I mean? The only way that the only one that was able to get away and be able to make that money the way he wants it. So what happens? He generates so much hate. Cats hated Floyd like crazy. They used to say Floyd ran around the ring, but I didn't see that. Floyd never ran around the ring. He technically boxed and took apart whoever he was in the ring boxing with. Plain and simple. It was all skill and technique. They're doing what Floyd Mayweather did. That's what it takes. And the fact that they believe that they can pump up Devin the Gump Haney to get to that level, never. Shakur, for all his defensive prowess that he does have, you know what I mean? He still moves too far away from the action. You know what I mean? Now he's trying to be a little bit more aggressive. because you know what I mean. But the problem still remains that he can't be like Floyd. Nobody can be like Floyd. There's only certain boxers who had that hunger like Floyd has. Floyd was a 24/7 gym rat. The nigga would leave the club, jog home to the motherfucking boxing club, you know what I mean, after leaving the club partying, not drinking. He'll leave out of there, jog to the club and go work out. He works out all times of the night. That's dedication. That's hard work dedication. That's where he came up with that saying. Hard work and dedication is what it takes to be on top and to be the face of boxing. That's what it takes. You know what I mean? These cats out here nowadays, it's all about social media. It's all about trying to create that perception. It's all about lying and capping. Well, capping and lying the same thing, but lying their asses off about whatever they got when they don't have it, the money that they make and they don't make it, or about how they living. Instead of just being truthful, be a truthful, honest boxer. You know what I mean? I heard Blair the Cobb. I was peeping in. I go around and I peep in on different, you know what I mean, plat- different people's pan, and I don't say nothing. I just sit there and listen. To listen to the level of delusion that exists out here. Blair the Cobb, um, it was another young fighter on that cast who was supposedly a member of Bud's gym, right? And he asked him what can he do to help give himself a boost. The guy Blair the Cobb told him to take acting classes, to learn all you can about social media. And not only to learn all you can about social media, learn how it works, and use social media and learn how to act so that you can sell yourself to people. I was like, so you telling this guy instead of hard work and dedication and making sure that he give all that he has into learning his craft and being the best that he could be, he going to tell this guy to go to acting class, learn how to run his social media better, or pay a PR firm to do it for him. Well, it's like, okay, I can see some of that shit when it comes to promotion, but yo, the number one thing as a boxer should be to make sure that your skills are top notch in the ring at all times. Make sure that you work on all your flaws and strengthen your defense, as well as making sure your footwork is perfect so you'll be in perfect position to deliver offensively when you have to. He just told him to learn how to act. And that was weird. I had never heard nothing like that before in my life. I just shook my head. I was like, wow, yo, wow. I was like, this era of boxing is full of delusional fans
Hey, y'all. Hey, I gotta
who,
move on a little bit, bro. I gotta move on in a
all right,
second.
man, but
Yes, sir.
go
Appreciate it.
ahead. Yeah, I just wanted to get in there and chop it up with you.
I
You know
appreciate
what I
it, man.
mean?
For sure. I'm about to do about another 10 minutes and I'm about to head out on this last
All
call.
right, man.
All right,
Shit, I
brother.
gotta
Thank you,
get over
B-More,
here
brother.
on this weight bench. I
Yes,
gotta get
sir.
mine in.
All
All
right, for
right,
sure.
man.
Yes,
Peace.
sir. Peace. Thank you, B-More Bully. Always cooks to the end. Great, great conversation. Always. This is the first real talk I've ever listened to from anyone who can tell you culture of boxing and sets and then and now. What is this? Anyway, yeah. Oh, Rick Tim said he didn't want to see Deontay fight Olesandr Usyk as a mismatch. Man, let him have that mismatch. Man, come on, man. That guy deserves a fight at those other three belts, man. That's ridiculous. It was a mismatch that Olesandr Usyk fought. It was a mismatch when he fought Anthony Joshua. Shit. My take on I love it. I love it. I love it that Olesandr Usyk's giving him the fight, bro. I love that Olesandr Usyk is going to give him the fight, and it got approved with the WBC. That shit's a wonderful thing, man. He deserves to get a shot at that title and go out on top. If he can get it done, he deserves the opportunity. You know what I mean? I love that shit. I love that he's getting that fight, man. I appreciate Olesandr Usyk for doing it. Man, I'm so sick of seeing, I'm so sick of PBC fighters being frozen out and you Negroes and people not acting like that's what's going on. You got Ray Jackson, man. Shout out, Ray. I know you're listening to me, man. You said, boxing is doing well without Tank. What the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Tank is not, where did Tank go? What do you mean Tank is doing well without Tank? Tank ain't out of boxing just because he ain't fighting today. You know what I mean? Like, man, what's wrong? I know what's wrong with y'all, but y'all gonna pay the price, though. You know what I mean? It's so unfortunate, bro, to see you sellout ass Negroes, bro. I know, you know what I mean? Not everybody, it is. Let them make that money, but can the bronze can have that? I'm not sure what that means, bro. Let them make that money, but can the bronze bomber can have that energy? I don't know. He'll have his energy back. He better have the energy back. I'm sure, because it's a real fight. It's an opportunity for 3 belts. It's a championship shot. He's not going to go in there. Hey, what's going on, Vlad's dad? Always good to see you, bro. He's not going to go in there unprepared, man. You know what I mean? He's not going to go in there unprepared. He's going to go out there all the way ready to go. I know there's going to be a lot of people writing him off, and that's fine and dandy. I don't care, but it's the best fight. It's something Olesandr Usyk said he would do. So it's very nice that Olesandr Usyk is keeping his word and respecting Wilder, man. I think Wilder got one more bomb left to stop. Hey, Usyk, exactly. Let's get that big bomb off. Boom. Land the bomb. Usyk got a chin, though, man. He's been at the weight class for a while, man. He said Deontay Wilder winning. I hope so, man. I think he got another bomb left in him for sure, man. I think he does. But look, let me get up out of here, man. Much love to everybody in the chat, everybody in the super chat. I thank y'all so much. I will be back tomorrow for sure. Thank you to my guy, Be More Bully, for carrying the show for a while. Thank you to my guy, Phoenix the Assassin, all the time, King of Hating. Come on, man. Don't do shit like that, bro. Don't do shit like that, bro. You'll get blocked, bro. Okay? Don't do shit like that, bro. You will get blocked. I don't like you, King. There's something about your sense of humor that's obnoxious as fuck. You know what I mean? You're like a passive-aggressive little bitch. What you do is you always want to say some shit like that I don't believe so that you can try to get me to say something to you in an aggravated way. All that makes you, King, is a fucking pest. That's it. You dudes are a bunch of sneak thief fucking pests. And I'm going to tell you again exactly what I said before. You guys better keep the fuck from around me. Okay? Because the gloves is off. Oh, let me show you something. This is the pettiest shit ever. Sultan Muhammad versus Martin Very Dark. This is my first time. Hope to see more. I am the prince. Keep it cool. There will be a trigger at all time. I don't know what you're talking about. There'll be a trigger at all time. This is my first time. Hope to see more. I am the prince. Okay, Prince. Keep it cool. There will be a trigger at all time. Bro, I'll do whatever the fuck I want to do, Prince. We can just cut straight to that. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do because there ain't shit you can do about it. Let me repeat. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do because there ain't shit you can do about it. I'm going to repeat that again. I'm going to do exactly what the fuck I want to do because there ain't shit you going to do about it, bitch. How about that? Was that close enough? Was that direct enough to you, Prince? Prince Rogers Nelson, Prince whoever, Prince Bin Laden, I don't give a shit. You're not going to do fuck with me. There's always triggers around me, dog. There's always triggers around me, bro. 24/7 there's triggers around me, dog. I walk outside, there's triggers all around me. Okay? I ain't worried about it, dog. I got shit around me all the time, bro. All the time. It ain't as easy as you think it is, homie. I got shit around me all the time, 24/7, 365, bro. Trust me, I ain't worried about you, dog. Yeah, I know, Fernanda Cornball, you the broke niggas. You can say what you want, but Martin gonna have some money. You can say what I'm corny as you want to be. I bet your ass, I bet that nigga don't come nowhere around me. I bet he don't come around me. I bet your big boy don't come around me. I bet your big boy don't try. I bet your big boy know he ain't nothing. I bet that. I'm about to trigger this morning run in 40 grades tip. That's right. Hey, I'm just telling you, bro. I'm going to say it again for you. Nigga, do something. Don't talk about it. Nigga, be about it with your broke ass. Okay? Get your weight up, dog. Get your weight up. Anyway, I'm out, dog. And like I'm telling you, I know who I'm talking to. I am absolutely talking to you. For sure. Can't do fuck with me. I know you can't do fuck with me because you need to hire me to fuck with me. And as long as you have to call and ask me for shit, you can't do shit with me because you have to ask me for things. Thank you very much. And if I say no, the answer is no. For the first time in my life, if I tell you no, the no is going to stand. And there's not going to be a bunch of people around me trying to convince other people that I didn't say what I said. I don't do business with Saudi Arabia at all. Not a dime ever again because your ass got cute. Never again will you get a dime of my people's money. Now, go find a diamond mine or some shit because you're going to need it. Anyway, hell no, I'm blaming everything on King. Hey, I'm blaming everything. Bitch, I'm from Texas. Abdul Shaif Raid. Bitch, I'm from Texas. Man, Abdul Shahid Rauf Wahid, I don't care. You could be from Texas too. It don't matter. You know what it is. Everybody in Texas got a gun. Bitch, I'm from Texas. Anyway, man, I'm up out of here. Much love, man. Much love. I'm always gonna blame him though, Rick. You know the deal. Anyway, I'm out. Deuces. And again, nigga, you can't do shit about me. I'm gonna end this on this motherfucker, bro. Go ahead, Mr. Big Guy. Do something, bro. Dude, don't talk. Don't go sneak around trying to get guys to troll me. Do something, big man. Do something. I personally think you nothing but smoke and mirrors, bro. I think you a magic swami, bro. I don't think you real. I don't think there's shit real about you. I don't think you could push. I don't think you can push a button if it was right in your face. I don't believe you, bro. I believe you niggas are frauds, impersonators, and that the real people matter. I already know them, and I already know they can't fuck with me. So anyway, I'm out. Deuces.